because he's going to go off on his own, operate, do things that he needs to do, like the eyes and the ears for the truck officer, everybody else. They were at a residential structure fire. That outside vent guy is going to be out doing a 360. The one skill we're going to work on today is a vent enter search. Most likely nobody here, one or two people, will be lucky enough to do this skill successfully on a real life fire. It's just not something that is done every day. The high probability, it's not something you just go out and do. You only do it when there's a high probability of a survivable victim in the room. You know, if you got somebody in the backseat, my baby's in that bedroom up there, and you're coming around with your ladder and your tools, and you know you can get to them before the inside crew can get to them, it's when you're going to conduct the vent enter search. It's situations like that. When you come up to the room, you're going to want to clear the window. Throw your ladder, you throw it, break the glass, clear it out side to side, break the sash. And then when you get up top there, on the top of the ladder, at the window, spend a couple of seconds reading the smoke and just making sure the window's trimmed. Those couple of seconds you spend, making sure the window's clear and free, gives you enough couple of times. By the time you get the glass broken, if fire's not venting out, you have it's going to kind of that'll be your indication of what's going on with the smoke. Once you do that, the first thing you want to do is you want to dart in that room and get over to the door and shut the door. That way, if there is not a fire in the room, if it's down the hallway, you just gave the path, an exit for the fire. So it's going to come to you. Get in there and get the door shut. That's going to buy you a little more time to make a quick search if there is a victim. Before you go into the room, get on your radio, say truck 69 outside vent, to command or call the officer, say I'm going to conduct a VES, a vent enter search on side 2 or side 3 or the second, third, fourth, wherever you're going to do it. You want to give the indication of where you're going to do it. That should be an indication for the driver to know, hey, I'm going to go over and help them because that's the outside team. The incident commander is going to know, I got a guy going into a building by himself to make a high probable victim rescue. I better get help over there. So when you go in, I always like to try to get guys to think about when they're in the outside vent carrying 2 tools. One of the biggest reasons I like to have them carry 2 tools is when they go in, they can leave their hook sticking out that window when they're going to room. But when they're doing a search, they come back to that hook, they're going to run into it. They know that's where they came out. Anybody on the outside sees a hook sticking out, they know somebody's in that room operating a vent enter search. They can get up to the ladder, for rescue, help them out. That's just going to be the indication. So I always try to get guys to, and then they still have their Halligan bar to search with. They're not, going toolless. That's why I like to try to get the guys to carry both tools. For today, I said there's 4 victims inside. We'll just one guy's going to go in, do a search, get a victim, bring it over, get it up on the platform, and start pushing it out to somebody. We'll have one other guy out here simulating the driver's role and bringing it down the ladder. We'll do 1 or 2 on the ground ladder, and then we'll bring the bucket over, do 1 or 2, bring the people into the bucket. And then, we can do some other things while it's smoked up, while we would set up. If there's anything that you want to try, a drill or 2 without the platform. If you take the platform that's inside away, it gives you a wall, almost like a basement wall. So we could try doing something like that also.